Street Talk! Yeah!
Welcome to Street Talk. I am your host, Jason, and this is for Monday, October the 20th. Got a request for one of the in-game props for Monday Night Football. It's actually a request for the second half prop from one of you outstanding viewers out there. So what I decided to do was I'd break down both props. So here we go. Monday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the Houston Texans. The first half prop is simple. Who will have more rushing yards in the first half? Arian Foster versus Leveon Bell for Pittsburgh. Well, if we look at the lines, we're going to have to sort of extrapolate because we're only talking about the first half, and really the over-under lines for an in-game prop like this are going to be for the complete game. So we're going to have to do a tiny bit of math. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. Foster, his over-under for total yards for the game is 95.5. Bell, meanwhile, is only 83.5. So, advantage Foster. When we take the odds for what is the odds that they rush for over 100 yards, Foster is plus 120. Le'Veon Bell, plus 187. Again, advantage Foster. When we go a little bit higher, for Foster to rush for over 150, the odds are plus 800. Bell gives those same odds at plus 800, but only for rushing over 125. Yet again, advantage Foster. Now, Foster this year has rushed for less yards than Bell, 513 yards, averaging 4.8 per carry, versus Bell, who's averaging 542 yards on 5.2 yards per carry. However, there's a caveat here because while Foster has played in 5 games, he sat out 1 because he was injured. One of those games, they only worked him back in and he only received 8 carries. So, you're basically talking about Le'Veon Bell having a slight advantage, but taking 6 games to do versus Foster's 4. So again, in my opinion, even though Bell has a little bit more yards and a little bit higher per carry, I would go advantage Foster here. Now, Pittsburgh giving up 111 yards per game. That's 16th in the league. Houston further down, 23rd in the league, averaging 126 given up on the ground per game. So their slight advantage for Bell. Now, both defenses, however, average 4.4 yards given up per attempt. So, if you take that into account, the defenses are essentially equal. So what I did is I looked at the games that both players played the entire game. So I didn't count the one game that the one game that Foster only played a little bit. And this is the amount of carries that they get for Foster: 27, 28, 23, and 20. For Bell, 18, 15, 19, 21, 11, and 21. So as you can see, Foster getting more carries than Bell. Bell splitting that workload a little bit more. And so when they're averaging, the defenses are giving up the same per carry, that's going to be advantage Foster because he's going to get more carries. So I think we can easily see here, we're going to go with Foster for the first half for the green. Again, on this, you'd never risk a long streak because all it would take would be Bell to pop a long one, and I think he has that more home run shot than maybe Foster would. Foster's a little bit more of a plotter at this stage in his career. Still can get the yards, but Bell does have that home run ability. But I'm going to go with Foster for the green. I hope you guys enjoy it. Check out the other one for the second half prop. We'll see you in a little bit. See you next time on Street Talk.